Today's video is a response to comments I recently received on a short that I posted of this 1861 Navy revolver. I'm Dustin and you're watching Guns of the West. It seems like every time I post a video of the 1861 Navy, I get people in the comment section trying to correct me by telling me it's an Army revolver. And this is actually the second time I've done a video trying to clear this up, but we'll talk about it again. So let's take a close-up look at this 1861 Navy and also compare it to an Army. Well, right here is the 1861 Navy revolver, and as I said, I'm constantly being told that it's an Army revolver, so to help clear up that confusion, I've placed it next to an 1860 Army revolver. So what are the differences? Well, the main one is that the Navy revolvers are 36 caliber, while the Army revolvers are 44. Now, I know that's going to bring up the topic of modern reproductions and what we sometimes call fantasy guns. There are, as you've even seen on this channel, 1851 Navy reproductions that are now made in 44 because it's popular and it can be convenient to have all your guns one caliber. But historically, the Navies are 36, and that's what this one is. You can see it has a very small, well, 36 caliber hole in the bore, while this one is a 44. You can also tell that by the size of the firing chambers if you look there at the cylinder. Other ways to easily spot the differences between the 1861 Navy and the 1860 Army. Now, they both have the same size loading lever, but not the same size barrel. So if you look right here, there's a very short distance between the end of the loading lever and the barrel, and a longer distance here. This has a 7.5-inch barrel, which is the same as the 1851 Navy. Not the same shape, this is round, but here is an 1851 Navy, just for comparison. And if I hold them right up next to each other, got to get them lined up together, they both have a 7.5-inch barrel, but the 1860 Army has the longer 8-inch barrel, as you can see there. Big part of the confusion, though, is the barrels, because this section of the barrel right here looks the same on both. They both have the same style, but again, 8 inches here and then 7.5 here. Also, with the calibers being different, look at the cylinders. This one is a straight cylinder because it's just 36. This one has to be stepped up to accommodate 44. Another difference, it's hard to see from this angle, but it's the grip. If I hold them up like this, the grip on the 1860 Army, you can see, is substantially longer than the one on the 1851 Navy. A lot of people like that. I even like it for my large hands. But generally, I like the appearance and even the feel of this one on the Navy. But those are basically the differences that are obvious. But again, the big one being 36 caliber here and 44 caliber here. This one is a Navy revolver, yes, while this one is an Army revolver. Well, I hope this has helped to explain the differences between the 1861 Navy revolver and the 1860 Army revolver. As always, please don't forget to click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel so you can be here as I post more videos. Also, if you look in the description, you'll see where to find me on social media, as well as where to find all the great Guns of the West products. Thank you so much for watching.